was me and my siblings. We have stolen this, we have taken them, smashing them with our fingers. Hi everyone, thank you very much for stopping by again to Real Life Talk channel. My name is C, or you can call me Cynthia. I'm here to continue my story, my real life story. Viewers, it is always beautiful when you can see a light at the end of the tunnel. I saw a light at the end of the tunnel. And that's why today I'm here to share my story with you again. When I was 17 years, we had crisis, myself and my family. And we have to move to a relative, a family member, not far from where we were kicked out. She took us in, but unfortunately, her room was too small to contain myself, my mom, and my two siblings. My dad at this time has moved somewhere else because we didn't have money to rent a place for all of us. Viewers, I'm telling you, this story always brings tears to my eyes, but I'll try not to shed tears. It got to a point where we have to split every evening. Luckily, we had another family member who lives not far from us. So we used to we split ourselves. Sometimes I will go and stay with pass the night at my cousins. Sometimes my sister and my mom will go and pass the night at my cousins. And then in the morning, we wake up to come and meet at this other family member's home. At this point, my two sisters were still in school. I have managed, managed to graduate after being repeated twice. And then eventually, we had a little bit business going on for us. My mom put few things together, borrowed money here and there. And I remember before my mom was able to start anything, in Ghana, those of us who have tradition cloth, who knows tradition cloth, you all know that in Ghana we have this beautiful material. Those days, if you have loads of those materials, that means you are well to do. My mom had few. She had few. And then she took about 4 of them to go and sell in the market, because those days you'll be able to sell them. There are women who will buy them, and then resell them. So my mom took some of her cloth to go and sell so that we can start a little business. So we did that, and gratefully we were able to establish something. And then I was helping my mom. So myself and my mom were business partners. Always sharing ideas, what we can do to always make money. Because at this point, we were trying to find a way, to leave this family, the relative or the family member home that we were living, because it was a nightmare. Why was it a nightmare? The house that we were living in, obviously, is it's a compound home, but it's worse than where we actually came from, because where we came from was 2 rooms. At this point now, it's 1 room. When the weather is good, myself and my mom, we used to sleep outside the house. We just put a mat on the floor, and then, we pass the night, just hoping that nothing. And I'm talking about an open, at this point, this house was an open compound. It wasn't the compound that I even came from. So, viewers, sometimes when you think your situation is worse, you will realize that somebody's situation is worse than you. I'm telling you, where we came from, that I thought is not that great. This family member's home was worse. Why was it worse? We live with cockroaches, we live with bugs, and we live with rats. And as if that wasn't enough, to make it worse, it was very close to a seaside. It was a street that was just dividing us between the sea and the house. And when you are close to a seaside, I don't know about it, but when you are close to, if your home is close to a seaside, because of the salt, and because the house we're living in was a wooden house, it's not like the wooden houses we have in UK here. No. It's this raw wooden that they've just used to build. So anything can eat through it. So sometimes you hang your clothes, because obviously there was no wardrobe. There's nothing like wardrobe, Wardrobe was later in my life. I began to use wardrobe. I think when I was about 20, that's when I started using wardrobe. You hang your clothes, because we used to use, hangers. We hang them on the wall. You come back, maybe you leave it there for like a day or two. You come, you take your clothes, and salt has eaten your clothes. The clothes that you don't have enough. You have just couple and you are managing. And then the salt will eat the clothes. Sometimes when I picked it up and I see the hole in my clothes, tears. Lovers, viewers, this story I'm telling you is real. I've lived through it and I've been through it. What I want to tell you at this minute is that I don't know what you are going through. Is it financial difficulties? Is it depression, frustration, anxiety? What is it that you are going through right now that you feel you cannot see the light at the tunnel? If you can't see the lights, create that light. Let your mind see that light. Sometimes your eyes cannot see the light, but your heart sees that light. Your mind sees that light. And that's what I saw. This relative we were living with, who accused me and my siblings, we have stolen this, we have taken this. There's always an issue in the house. At this point, Cynthia was still busy in the choir. And when I'm going to church, I used to love my church because it gives me some fulfillment in my spirit. And I used to go to this amazing, wonderful church. May that pastor so rest in peace, Pastor Anna. This man brought us up as his own children. The encouragements, the training we had in that church really play a role and a part in my life. When I get to church, because I was in the choir, I was in the youth, I was in the evangelism team, everything that is happening in the church, I was participating in it. And when I'm going to, the way we dress to church and everything, it just inspires me. I just love it. And that kept me going. Look for something that will keep you going. There has to be something there that you will find that will keep you going. Look for that thing. And the moment you find that thing, whatever that you are going through become less, because you have found something else that is making you see the future differently, regardless of what. That's what I saw. And through all that, I never stopped praying. I was a little girl that had so much faith and hope that things cannot be the same forever. Things will change. How I used to have that crazy faith, I don't know how. But all I can tell you today is that regardless who you are, what race, what nationality you are, what religion you are, there is something called faith that it goes across the whole world. Everybody have faith. Somehow, somewhere, there is faith. There is something in you. Don't let that thing die. Something just kept me going. And that thing is faith and hope. Hope for tomorrow kept me going at the age of 17. Guess what my hope and my faith did for me? When I turned, just before I turned 18, my dad came to us one day to say that he has managed to raise money and rented a 2-bedroom. We were very excited. It was the moment. We moved to the place. It was okay. Nothing. It's just like a skeleton home. But the fact that we had our own key to open that door brought some excitement to the whole family. And whilst we were living in that house, another compound home, obviously, because that is your circle, you know. Whilst we were in that house, I thought, wow, we have got something concrete. Not knowing we didn't have enough cement to make anything concrete. There was not enough cement. I thought, wow, we've got something concrete here. No. I don't know how. Maybe we brought the bags and the cockroaches and the rats with us from where we came from. Every evening, I remember myself and my sister. God bless her. We will wake up in the night, in the middle of the night. We will be killing bugs, killing them, smashing them with our fingers, because God, these bugs used to bite us so much that you can't sleep. You cannot sleep. They were in our mattress, and we brought it from that place to our new place. My goodness. As if that wasn't enough. Sometimes I'll wake up in the morning, and then at the back of my legs, rats. You can see rat teeth at the back of my legs. You see them, you see their teeth on your legs. And then I'll go to the bathroom, use stone to just rub it to get rid of their teeth on my legs. So I asked myself, how did they bite me so much that I did not even feel them? Not knowing when they are biting, apparently, when they bite, they blow. They blow air. So because they blow air, you don't feel it. So I decided that, okay, if that's the case, because I sell oranges and we use normally the skin of the oranges because we peel the oranges. So obviously you have all the shafts of the oranges. So I used to bring them home and then dry them and then set them on fire so that I'll be able to sleep outside. At this point now, I have had enough. And I told my parents I'd rather sleep outside. So for you to be able to sleep outside, because if you don't, because you have battle inside, which is the rats, the bugs, and cockroaches. If you don't want that and you want to sleep outside, then obviously you have mosquitoes to deal with. So it was as if everywhere there's something that will, disturb you from your sleep for some reason. And at this point, as you all know, I've started a business. I need to still wake up at 5 o'clock, hit the road to the market, come back, sell my food in the morning, and then around 11 o'clock, get my peanuts and whatnot, carry them out there and stuff like that. And then in the evening, come back again and set up. So I was a very busy girl. Very busy, extremely busy. No time apart from my business and my church. Business and church. Business. That's all I was doing. But it paid off. It paid off because an innocent girl like myself at that age, I didn't know that I was in God's calendar, that He had a time and a purpose for me. I was just hoping and believing that something will happen. How? I just left it in the hands of God. And I'll go to church, I will dance, I will sing, I will do all the activities. I was in church at least minimum of 4 times in a week. Using my gifts, my talents, everything that I can do to help the kingdom and stuff like that. Not knowing God is marking me down. What is it that you are doing right now? Are you in a church? Are you in a community? Are you supporting a charity? What are you doing to help a community? What I did in the church for the community, God saw it. And the fact that I had faith that things would change, God saw it. After the rats kicked me out, mosquitoes dealt with me. Lovers, it was not easy. I'm sitting here right now, looking amazing. You know what? Before you can jealous someone because of what they have, babes, please, you need to go ask the person or go and do research on the person. Find out where they are coming from, so that when you are jealousing them, it can be justified. Do not jealous anybody. It's not worth it. My lovely viewers, I said it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Why? Because you don't know where the person is coming from to get to where they are. So if you jealous them, how far away are you going to go with that? You're only going to create hatred in your own heart for nothing. It's not worth it jealousing anybody. It's not worth it. Want to be like somebody. Be yourself. And continue to hope that whatever situation you are in, whether anywhere you are in the world listening to me today, I said things will only turn around for you because of how you think, How you think is very important. If you think you are sick, you will be sick. If you think you are well, you will be well. And if you think you will make it, you will make it. Thank you very much for stopping by again. As you have watched this to the end, I believe with all my heart that is because something is going to change in your life. There will be a paradigm shift in your life because you have hope. If you don't have any hope, I don't think you'll be listening to me. If you don't have any faith, I don't think you would have gone by now. Thank you so much for stopping by. My story is way too long that I cannot share all of it in 1 minute or in 20 minutes. But I promise, however long it's going to take, I am going to finish the story one day. It's a story that will inspire you. It will encourage you. And it will propel you for your next page. God bless you so much for stopping by. I love you. Shalom. God bless.